Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In a world full of idiots, two men stand out among the rest. Those men are part of a special division known as the Special Dummies Unit. These are their stories. Welcome, everybody, to SDU episode 21. As it shows on here, it is too hot for this, but I'm still here anyway, and so is this guy, Fred James.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, Lord. My internet's running a little slow. Fred, you sure your phone's off?
Yes, my phone is off, and I'm
Disconnected from the
sweating.
internet?
My phone is off, I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's still hooked up to the internet. That's why my internet sucks.
Okay, yeah, hold on. All right.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
All right, there we go.
My internet's still gonna suck because it's just sucky. It is hot as all get out. As of right now, it's just me and Fred. Gary had some stuff going on. He cannot make it this week.
So we're gonna like entertain y'all.
Yeah, good luck with that.
What's up, Austin? They're gonna be a lot of stuff we're gonna say.
Maybe we can get some stuff going on here now. As always, this is streaming on multiple platforms, multiple Facebook pages, multiple YouTubes. If you are watching from Bruce's Facebook page, there are sometimes his comments do not pop in. Bruce, you're watching, I sent you a link. Get on here and fix your stuff to where your comments will come through.
Yeah, or else. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or else. That is that really how you're gonna roll with it tonight?
Roll out.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. Don't try to sing. That is just not gonna.
Yeah, the entertainment is here.
I was trying to upload something and it wasn't wanting to.
Whoa, Heisman, no.
Okay, now that's just inappropriate whatsoever. Lord have mercy. Hey, Jamie, I do have that video. I will pull it up later on.
Hey, I've been violent since I came out of my mama's womb.
Somebody just drove by.
What's up,
Logan? Is this right here? Is this your impression of Sloth from the Goonies? Hey, you guys!
What's up, Chris?
In honor of Gaston, Fred, take your shirt off.
Austin, don't go there.
All right, so look at weird promo guy. What?
What are you talking about?
I have no. Oh, he's talking about Logan's weird promo picture where he looks like a creeper. He said the impression of Heisman. That is hilarious. Hey, look. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, there's some bushes out there and whatnot. I got the door open because it is extremely hot in here, and I got to let some of the air circulate and get it cool in here.
Hey, if Jason comes in here, you know I'm gonna be first to go.
Yeah, because I can outrun you. We're not gonna go with the stereotypical the black guy always dies first. But I would trip you. Just know that. I would trip you. Skeeters we ain't got skeeters here like y'all do up there, or like they do up in Hoxie, man. we do get some, but they are nowhere near as bad. Well, okay. Jackson here is talking about Fred hogging the fan. Now there is one right next to him.
Yeah, right here.
There's another one on the floor, right next to me. So it's not as bad.
No, syrup is not good to drink.
Boom!
Hey,
oh, Lord.
You didn't let me introduce you.
No,
it's Bruce.
No, don't introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a dick. I know.
There I am. You didn't even snap me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I pulled you out there for a second.
No, I mean, like
I'm about to snap you out like Thanos.
You had, it worked. Hold on, how'd that work? Fred, do it. Fred, do it again.
Hey.
Holy crap, Fred is magic. Fred is magic.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's the only.
That's weird. I got a weird feeling in my stomach.
That's the only fan that Fred had. No, that's bull. I'll be honest with you. Fred probably has more fans than the rest of us combined.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, where folk is spelled wrong, apparently. Yeah, you forgot an E in there. Hey, he ran away?
I'm the wizard. Chris.
Oh, he left. He knows you don't have to. You don't have to leave to fix that. Hey, right?
What's
Not that. Fred is the most overworked in Arkansas by a lot. That is true. That is true. All right, now I'm about to have to mess with him. Come on, connect there, Bruce. Hey, you know you didn't have to leave to do that, right?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Down there at the bottom where you can add or remove yourself, the three little dots, you click on that and it'll show you where to edit stuff. Did you go to your page and edit your settings on the live feed to see if it'll show comments?
Yes, I did. I hope they show up tonight. I'm kind of concerned that they won't.
Well, like I was saying, that's what, go in there and look and be like, if you see the little globe, we're good. If you see just two little people, we're not good. Oh, Lord. So,
I'm checking it now.
Yeah, because I want to make sure that anybody that's watching from your page, if they want to comment and stuff like that, we want to make sure it gets seen,
Yeah, absolutely.
The comments on here always go so fast, though, that there's a lot of times we miss some of them, So if you got something you want to say on there, but we miss it, comment again, like this right here, Fred the Wizard.
I fixed it.
You got it?
I think so, yeah. I just hope I don't have to do that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't understand why it doesn't work correctly.
My Facebook was set up really weird. Like, I don't know why that I had it set to friends only, and I know why, but I don't know how to change it back. I'm not the I don't know why.
Okay, Sam Gregory has popped this up. Anybody watch Hammerstone and Alex Kane? I heard about it. I did not get to see it, though. I know MLW is doing some big things, though. I mean, they're literally right under that, I guess you would say. I would say you have, like your WWE, the AEW, and Impact, and all of them. And then you got, Ring of Honor is kind of floating there. And then under that, you got Game Changer and MLW. That's definitely.
Bro, I say you're wearing your weight.
Do what?
Somebody comment on my feed and see if it shows up.
Somebody go to Bruce's page.
I'm in my head about this.
Yes, yeah. I love that match. Jack.
Yeah, somebody go to Bruce's page on the live feed and comment on it, and let's see if it pops up.
Trial by
Hopefully it
fire.
does. Yeah, definitely. Jackson's talking about Nick Wayne and Swerve. We were on here, so I have not got to watch that. Logan Maverick just commented, "Hey Brucey, is this from this from your
that's
page?"
From yep, that's from mine.
All right, we got it going tonight now.
All right, everybody.
And there's Austin. Austin probably did too. I'm commenting from Bruce's page. Sam Gregory's on there.
Sweet.
So hell yeah, that's awesome, man.
Too sweet.
Now remember, Bruce, this is early in the episode where Fred talks a lot. So right here. Oh, over.
Yeah,
Can we go this way?
Yeah, Bruce feeling oozy.
Almost.
She's feeling.
Woo! Close enough. Oh Lord, have mercy. So what's going on, Bruce?
Not much, man. Sorry, I got the link a little. I got the link. I got the link early. I actually.
Really, Caden? Look, Bruce, that's
Yes,
for you. For
Caden,
Caden's sake.
please do shower.
Oh.
God Almighty.
Caden, you don't. Oh no, it's on your dad's page. Okay.
What? Hold on, I'm gonna move him over here.
No,
So
don't.
that way, when I look at him, I'll actually be looking at
Yeah,
him.
that makes sense. Yeah.
I might melt. Don't look at me.
Oh, good God! What the hell?
What in the world?
I'm feeling twangy.
Hey, that fits. That comment is fitting.
Oh, Lord
Well,
have mercy.
Troy, that's what I'm gonna be chanting next time I see you at the wrestling show.
Twain. No, okay, don't do that.
I love how Fred thinks he has to holler into the microphone.
What?
And now you don't know what to say. You know how you get Fred to be quiet?
You change it to this voice. Now Fred won't talk. Go ahead, Fred. Fred, talk. No, I'm not. Oh, Lord.
What? Colin just comment. What in the world? I don't need. What?
Yeah, my soul every control, dude. Okay.
What?
Isn't that Cody Rhodes' song?
Oh yeah. Okay. I got it now.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
The crowd is here. We're about to blow. Whoa! Okay. What?
You're fired. Oh my Lord. So anyway, he said he got it from Google. The words are wrong. And he got several people. Whoa! Oh my Lord.
Cody Roses. Sorry, David.
Fred, sing your favorite song. Go ahead. Everybody wants to hear you sing. Look, my
I would
arm
love
looks
to.
weird.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
What song?
You've got really big hands. You've got really big hands.
Yeah.
So how's
Fred,
everybody's week been?
Shit, you know all about it. Hell, we've been on the phone or on this most of it. So
This is true.
come on, Fred, sing "I'm Sorry."
Oh no.
The reason that is hilarious
I can't
is
sing
because
that.
you know the song I'm sorry, I'm bad, I'm sorry, something or other. Fred told us when we were getting married that should be our wedding song.
I didn't
And
know.
we're like, dude, you realize it's a breakup
I
song,
did
right?
not know that then. That it was a breakup song.
That's about like somebody trying to come out to a gang song, and it's talking about getting out of the gangster life.
Fred. Come on, Fred. Hold on,
I can't sing. I'm horrible.
Hold on. Let's see. Give me just a second. Where is it at?
What is he? I'm not. No.
Hold on. I thought it connected, damn it. There it is. Okay.
What was it? Did y'all guys hear that?
Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred.
No, y'all ain't embarrassing me like.
Facebook, I do not own the rights to this music.
Does that work?
It's supposed to.
It makes me wanna die. I'm sorry I'm bad. I'm sorry I'm Bill. I'm sorry about all.
Come on, Fred. Get it. Yeah, like Troy said, do it for the views. Come on. I can't sing, so. Okay, that's all I can.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. God.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, so.
Hey, I don't know if y'all guys realize this or not, but in the Wolf household, for some reason, all of my male children are Rhea Ripley fans. I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't know why.
Rhea Ripley.
What's up, Owen?
Rhea Ripley surpasses all sexual orientations and boundaries.
Boundaries, I will agree with. Yeah.
Like it's raining men. Hallelujah, Fred's in love with men. I mean, it's raining men. Oh Lord, have mercy. But no, yeah, Rhea Ripley. Like I said, she surpasses everybody. Like everybody is obsessed with Rhea Ripley. I don't give a damn what your orientation is, what you know, any of that stuff.
I like Rhea, but Naomi is Naomi. Oh, what? No, hey, Naomi is first for me. Naomi. Whoa, Chris, PG.
We just got onto the Rhea Ripley fan club here. I know my wife is watching, and my wife has full permission to, as long as I get to. Never mind. I'm going to stop with what I was about to say because that will take away any PG rating we might.
Somebody put your hand over his mouth. Somebody put your hand over his mouth. This isn't episode 18.
Double J is talking about coming to your house, Bruce,
the infamous
and taking
episode.
your wrestling figures.
Do what? Oh. He needs to go wrestling figure shopping.
Look, my wife, from time to time, like I have this weird thing of first in the line figures, and not just the female figures, but the male figures as well. And I've got several first in the line figures, and
you're getting kind of pixelated and kind of jumpy.
I know. Well, it's raining here, guys.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It rained here earlier, but it is freaking hot.
Oh yeah, humid now. We've got like thunderstorm warnings until what's the time? Until like
8:20.
No, I mean until like 10 tonight.
Oh. Right here, I'll be doing a 2-camera setup at the next Reno show. That's cool, Bruce. I mean, I know you'll appreciate that. I will not be there. I am not on that show. It's cool though. I got other stuff going on, so not a big deal. Dude today at GameStop had some freaking deaths here. Undertaker and Paul Bearer.
Oh, all right. Thank you. I'm definitely going to check that out.
Yeah.
See, Man, I don't know. I came this close to having custom werewolf Funko Pops made, but me personally, I'm not a I'm just not a Funko Pops guy. So I don't think that anybody would really want a werewolf Funko Pop.
I need you to shut your mouth right now, because when it comes to stuff like that, making stuff, it is not about what you like. It's
Daniel
about what
Bryan.
other people want
Look,
when you're
no.
creating merch.
I know.
I would take a werewolf Funko Pop in a heartbeat.
Me too.
Put it right there with my freaking horror movie collection, because
Hey,
you're
oh,
dude, that
horrible.
would be
I mean,
sweet.
you're horror.
Hey, I would pay
Horrible.
$20 for that.
I'll hit the guy up again and see if the price has changed, because it wasn't a bad price.
Look,
He shot
look.
me.
Oh, he wants his.
I didn't mean to put that up, but yeah, that's pretty neat.
Graven voodoo doll.
This is what Jackson said. I want one. See, I'm not the only one. Funko Pops are extremely popular.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't think that I am. So I don't think that they would go over much.
Would there be a taste? Where Funko Pop?
Yeah, there would be. I had
Holy shit!
I actually had a couple of different
Okay.
designs that I was thinking. I would probably do like a werewolf one, and then like a special King of the Monsters variant with
Yeah,
my
that's what, Double J said he'd want a rare one.
thorns.
Fred, my buddy doll.
Hey,
Oh,
that would
Lord.
sell. If they get a some kind of stuffed bear or something to meet, that probably would sell. I probably could make $10
Fred.
in an hour.
Fred, you would not be able to keep stock of those.
True.
You-
Yeah.
David will have. Yeah, David will have 30 of them in his office here.
That's weird.
Whoa,
That's creepy.
That
is
is
creepy.
Austin.
Fred actually does have an action figure made of himself. Some of the guys, when they were going to Georgia, got a guy out there to make one, and Fred had his own action figure.
That's super cool. I
That is.
would show that off everywhere, Fred. You know, like Logan Paul's Pokemon card. I would wear that around my neck.
Oh, maybe I need to get it.
Right?
I would find a way to squeeze that into every conversation. Like, oh yeah, what's the weather like? Oh man, it was good. How was your day? Oh, it was totally great. Oh, did you also see this action figure of myself?
Aiden, stop being weird.
Oh, my Lord.
Your son is being weird.
Yeah,
All
I
of
know.
his kids are weird on here. All three of them are weird. You got Logan, who's just Logan. There's no rhyme or reason. You got Caden, who is just immensely strange and obsessed with Omos for some reason. And then you got Colin throwing up friggin' entrance music lyrics. So yeah, you have unusual kids. Shirt can come off.
Oh.
Not just the suspenders. My wife actually has a My Buddy doll from the second run. We do this weird thing every now and then where we buy like toys from the 80s for each other. And I
Yeah.
found it at the flea market, and it was the full complete figure. And I was looking. The difference is the originals, the shoes could come off, and when they re-released them in '87 or '88, they made them with the shoes. The cloth shoes that were part of the figure. So,
Huh. Oh, that's neat. I never had one of those.
neither did I. My wife had a My Buddy. She didn't get the kid sister one because she was a tomboy, which is
Okay.
absolutely fine. Hey, I'm really freaking out because I live over here in Lawrence County, and I see behind y'all guys the doors open. Y'all guys don't have mosquitoes or anything like messing with y'all?
We
No.
get flies. That's
We get
mainly
flies,
it.
Oh, dude,
Uh,
I have this weird thing about flies, but I would absolutely love it if there was no mosquitoes here.
Well, saying we do get, I mean, some, but nowhere near like what's up in that area. Oh my God, them mugs carry you away.
They're pterodactyls, man. They're pterodactyls.
Uh, well, we actually got a decent amount of viewership going right now, and I got a question. I got something I want to put out there. Not just to you, Bruce or Fred, or in the comments as well. Next Wednesday we are doing the top 5 roundtable. Whereas the people, the votes I received, I'll tell you this right now. On the voting for the top 5, I received over 100 messages for different votes. Like I was not expecting that, but it was, the people's opinion on the top 5 wrestlers in Arkansas active. One thing though, I'm thinking I want to ask, like I said in the comments and you too as well. Who do you think in Arkansas is one of the most underrated wrestlers? Like somebody that flies under the radar, but does, with whatever they're asked to do, and whatnot, that helps improve the show, but is not considered like one of the bigger names. Bruce, I'll start with you.
I'm glad that you said that. I've got a small handful, and these are not just because they're my buddies. I'll only give one, and I'm gonna say Gaston. When I first met Gaston, it was at ASWF, and he was reffing, but he also did the Stallion gimmick.
Yeah, Saint Stallion.
And, Saint Stallion, and I had no idea that was him.
Really?
I would see the Saint Stallion, and I would see him wrestle, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's super cool. But then miraculously, I would see Ryan the ref, and I just thought that the Stallion just showed up, wrestled, got paid, and then went home. Honestly, I thought he was just a phenomenal guy that ASWF just paid to show up and wrestle and then go home. Here's your money.
Get beat up by Reggie Montgomery at the time.
I really that was my whole thing. Like, I guess I've been known to be really gullible at times, and I guess that was just one of mine. But I would definitely say Gaston. If he is on your card, if he is on your show, he really is. I'm not, and this is not taking anything away from anybody else that's on the card or on the show, but he's one of the hardest working guys there. He's really soft spoken. He doesn't. He wants to make the show better. He wants it all to make sense. He does what's asked of him, and you very rarely hear him complain unless he's in the comment section talking shit about JPJ.
Right.
And look, I love JPJ. He's my brother. He's my brother-in-law. So he's family. I'm not obligated to say that, but even JPJ's doing big things. So, and he was one of the guys on the list.
To me, he's more recognized as, when he's on the show, it's going to be a big deal. Gaston, who is, in my opinion, one of the best, character workers around, he surprises people, because, and this is, I'm not talking bad about him or nothing like that, but it what the hell? But when you see him, you see this, like, oh, this is, pretty boy type thing or whatever like that. But then he gets out there, he puts on a hell of a good show. He does the character, and he does very well. Hey, while we're discussing ours,
Jay, you've been in business for a long time. You've managed probably all of us.
Yeah.
Not me.
Not you? Okay.
He's scared too.
Draven's got to turn heel.
All right, now, so like while I'm about to ask Fred his, but why? Pull it up in the comments, people. Who do you think is one of the more underrated? Fred,
Well,
you're
Militalo, he's just started to Colin. He had just started to really break into Arkansas. But yes, absolutely, he's another guy that I would say is a good guy to have on your card. He's
again good character work.
Yeah, good character,
good ability overall. I
Yes,
was
and
this
he's
last
humble.
weekend. Yeah, this last weekend was the first time I met him. I'd seen him online and stuff like that. And dude, not at all what I expected. And watching him in person all was a treat. I thought he did extremely well. Fred, who do you think?
I got two in mind, but I'm just gonna
Go ahead.
Okay, one of them is Davion, but I don't know how many people know.
Davion don't really wrestle in Arkansas.
Okay.
Man. He's mainly in Texas, which okay. He does wrestle at DCW sometime. Technician Davion. If you don't know who he is, look him up. The kid is phenomenal. Yeah. He's an amazing worker. If you saw the recent Jack Bond video where he was talking about waiting on the flippy guy to do a spot where he does the hand hold and the guy goes up and does the spring on the ropes a bunch of times, that's Davion. I've actually shared locker room with him multiple times. Hell of a talented kid. Very talented. Anyway, next.
I'm trying to think of the other one.
I thought you said you already had two in mind.
I did. I just
Did you forget that fast?
Yeah, I forgot. But it's a guy out of Texas.
I said Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. Okay. Okay, Arkansas.
You come up with your own right there, Connor Vega. I will agree with that very thoroughly. Very entertaining, very good work.
Hey, well, while Fred's thinking of another one, I've also got another one. Drayshawn Prince. That is a guy that's a guy that I've really watched him grow in his career. I want to see much more from him. And man, I have this thing that I say, and everybody knows me for saying it. Get out of your head.
In all honesty, I honestly don't think that Drayshawn is underrated. I think when you have him on card, everybody knows.
You're absolutely right, and that's not. I didn't mean like underrated, but I mean like I think he underrates himself to a certain extent.
This is why Fred couldn't remember who he was talking about.
No.
Double J popped up this big one here. I was gonna say best guy we're in, man. Both Bruce Jack. And again, though, like that. We're not talking about guys like that are. I'm talking about underrated guys. So like, I will go with mine now. I will go with mine, and I will die on this hill. If you disagree, I don't care. Grayson Beckett. I think that kid is highly underrated, especially the growth that he has had as a wrestler and a character over the last couple of years. Because and this is not crapping on somebody or anything like that. When you have Grayson on your card, you don't look at him as like, oh, this is going to be a banger or something like that. And then that kid just puts it out there, and he does good things, and he does whatever's asked of him. It does not matter.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Stonewall, good buddy of mine too. He hasn't been doing it very long. He's starting to really make a name for himself.
And for people watching, this isn't a put our buddies over thing, but I mean these are guys that we've been around for so long, and are guys that that maybe didn't get the opportunity to go wrestle at this show or that show, but every show they're on, they
produce.
They produce, yes. And Sam said earlier that Drayshawn leaves everything in the ring. I agree. But I think he underrates himself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I want you to read that right there. I want you to read that, Bruce.
Ha!
Don't you laugh, damn it.
Austin, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Kay Allen, yeah.
I'm humble. I'm humble to a fault, and I don't know. I just that's just the person that's just a professional wrestler that I've turned into. I want everybody else. I want everybody else over. So, thanks, Austin. I appreciate that.
Which goes along with what we were just saying.
Yes, David.
Anyway.
You tell me often.
and I try to make sure. And that's the thing, I want to give credit where credit is due. Like coming up, Josh Cross, who okay, Jamie, I know you're saying Draco, but Draco, I've only seen him, a couple of times in Arkansas, so that's why I don't think he's really been brought up, because a lot of these people around here don't really know him yet. Hopefully, with the way things are going, people will get to know that kid. Yeah, he's got a bright future.
He's got talent for days.
I
was talking.
Okay, hold on.
I lost my train of thought now. Damn it. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought on where I was going with that. What was I even saying?
Were we talking about being humble and not putting ourselves over and putting everybody else over?
I was going to say something else, and I just had a brain fart.
What row?
Oh, I was talking about, give credit where credit's due. Like, coming up, Josh Cross, that's who trained me. And I will fully believe that Josh was always very underrated for the abilities that he had. And I say had, he stepped away for now. We'll say that because you know how wrestlers are; they don't actually retire; they just take a break.
It's all the cupcakes.
Idle Bang, I learned a lot working with him. At MHCW where I started at. Boss, Big Boss. I learned a tremendous amount working with him. Deadly Dale, tagging with Deadly Dale, running the roads with Kid Crazy, Ray, guys like that. I learned a lot about who I was as a character, as a wrestler, and as a person overall. And you got to give credit where it's due, and that's the thing. That's what I want to do tonight. I want to put over these guys that you don't hear about, like you do, Bruce and K Toomer and myself and Buck Skinner and Xander Gold. Those guys get put over all the time. Let's put over some of the guys you don't hear about as much.
Right.
Okay. Who has the funniest gimmick? That's what Jax was asked. Who has the funniest gimmick that in Arkansas?
Me.
Oh, Draven's up there.
Funniest gimmick. I'd say Draven's up there. Yeah, it's a well crafted gimmick that has evolved over the years and kind of is what it is. It's good stuff.
No, I'll be honest with you, man. It depends on the scenario, because I personally enjoy watching when FGA or full blown FGA.
Yeah,
I get a massive kick out of that. Laser and Slam.
Yeah,
I always get a kick out of them. Luigi Primo, Jamie does not. He's barely in Arkansas, man. Pay attention to what we're talking about. Big
get on board with the conversation.
Sam asked, "What is the best venue in Arkansas?" I'm gonna let y'all handle that one.
Oh man, there's so many. There's so many.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. You
It
know,
really is. Like, I
'cause it's all
can't.
different.
I would say this. Even some of the promotions that we know that aren't. What's the word I'm looking for? Even some of the promotions that aren't, in our opinion, the greatest ran companies, have something that means something. So, Sam, I can't really say the promotion that is the best.
Well, like I look at it like overall setup. I love Hoxie's the way they have it set up with the building and everything. Um, Crowd wise setup, you know, with the way that the bleachers are. ASWF, MHCW, the
yeah.
Valiant Arena. I love the way the
Yeah.
bleachers and all are set up. But then you get into the little particulars, you know, like if you want a crowd that's really going to get into whatever you present them, like goofiness and stuff like that, OCW is always, you know, I mean, hell, we watched a guy get the crowd behind him putting over an inflated alligator one time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like every crowd that you go to, every fan base is different.
Yeah,
And
look
I
at the
think
Beano's
that's what.
crowd. Good
Oh yeah,
God.
those guys are rabid. Now
I go out there
I'll
and
say,
fart, and they'd be like,
I'll say this. You know, it's like going to watch a movie. Some people are only horror fans. Wrestling. Some people are only deathmatch fans. You know, then you got your romantic comedies, and that's your, you know, or your just straight comedies, or your action movies, or your you know, any other type of movie you could think of. You know, you have all those movies, you have all those genres. The best promotion, I think, honestly, would be a promotion that could push all of those uh, safely. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
Uh,
I will,
eh,
Bruce, you are like, you're cutting in and out real super bad.
yeah, I can see it. My signal's good though, but up on the top, I've only got one bar, so
Oh, okay.
it's telling me
Uh,
unstable connection. So
yeah. And it may be if you've got multiple people watching, you know, at your house, I know y'all usually do, that might be,
yeah, that could have something to do with it too.
excuse me, do not go good with wrestling. Oh, I remember back in the day when I first started MHCW. Oh my God, them mugs would try to carry you away. And I think it's just that area in general. What are y'all doing up there to make all these skeeters?
Man, I don't know. It's like the chemicals they put in the fields like bolster them up. Look, a funny story when we were in Iraq, a lot of us guys like
What's up,
were
Satan?
were going to the gym when we could, and one of the supplements that we took was creatine, and it made our muscles look bigger. It kept them well
Muscles?
hydrated. Muscles, yeah. So what we would do is we would find a place right behind the gym to go pee, right? And one thing that Iraq had a lot of was ants. And after about a week or two of peeing out creatine around those ants, dude, those ants would get like huge.
Well,
So you know, maybe the chemicals in the water.
and Philip just put on there the growing rice, all the rice fields and stuff. Don't
Yeah,
those have to
yeah.
stay pretty
yeah.
damp most of the time?
Oh yeah, they stay
So that's
water on 'em
definitely.
probably until like a week before. See, I'm not a farmer, so I don't know. Almost like a couple
Yeah,
weeks before harvest.
Yeah. Oh, and right here you see them. Yeah, we know all about that. Me and Fred both are from Louisiana.
yeah.
So trust me, we know all about the Louisiana skaters.
I lived in Covington for quite a while.
I was born and raised outside of about 45 miles southwest of Shreveport, Minden area.
Yeah, yeah.
And Fred's actually from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know. I'm actually surprised that he can't swim better. Was that bad?
We had 20 viewers. We had 20 viewers a second ago.
Oh, we still got 20.
What's
We
up?
still got 20.
I just playing.
Oh.
I just playing.
Zachary.
Well, the mosquitoes ain't no joke. Yeah. Speaking of a man that we're trying to get to wrestle in Arkansas more, Mr. Zachary Page Westbrook, better known as a Draco, who I kicked in the face at the Catalina wine mixer.
Oh Lord, what's up, Josh?
Josh.
Yep.
Oh,
That's right.
Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Josh
It's
is
my-
actually watching something I do. Oh my
That's
Lord. Camel spiders. Those
Yeah,
big ass
Iraq, man.
spiders.
Iraq, man.
Are those big ass spiders that
Yeah, they call them camel spiders because they jump from the ground to the stomach of the camel. They latch on and then they dig in, make like a burrow in the stomach of the camel. So then when the babies hatch, they have something to eat. It's almost like God took every nightmare humans ever had. The only thing they're missing is wings.
Oh my! We don't have those around here, do we?
California, anywhere there's a desert, there's generally camel spiders, but they're really small. Like Iraq, they get like as big as your hand.
oh my God, Owen.
Almost showered with me. We do not want to hear about your exploitation.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
I was about to be mean, but I'm not gonna be mean.
that's right, Sean. I'll put that up there. Sean's another vet brother of mine. Stomped around in the same sand.
I think Josh did too, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I
Can't
said.
remember.
That's why I said my brother.
But Ezekiel nail, and they're huge. Josh,
And
they
they're
get in your
huge,
sleeping
yes.
bag.
Right?
Ugh. Nope. No. I don't even like little spiders. You know the ones that build the webs right in the corner of your door, the black and yellow ones
Yeah,
that
the
supposedly
banana
eat all the
spiders.
bugs and stuff. Yeah, those can go to hell too. I don't like no spiders.
See,
They're
those
horrible.
spiders, they're not venomous, but their bite hurts.
Oh, really? I'd fix that. Talk, Fred.
Yeah, there's some
I'm
awkward
listening to
silence,
the
bro.
creepy-
Like say words.
I'm listening to this creepy stuff y'all talking about.
Oh well, we'll save that for
That
yeah,
that was last night.
that was last night. This is real life stuff.
Oh, speaking of something creepy, whoa. Speaking of something creepy, I had an encounter with a snake a couple months ago. Wow. So David and Tab was in their room, and I don't know, I think it was a rat snake or something. It was in the kitchen. And I thought it was like a cord or something. And I went close to it and it started moving. I was like, nope. And I called David, but he didn't hear me. So when I went back to get a basket to put over it, it went behind the fridge, in the hole behind the fridge.
Dude, that was like
That's,
4 years ago.
Hey, that sounds like some Home
That was
Alone
like
stuff
4
right
years
there.
ago.
Hey, have you
Remember,
guys
I
ever
thought,
David, have you and Tab ever went on a trip and forgot Fred, and then she did the Kevin spot, but she was like, Fred.
no, it's more like, yes.
That's not, no. Wow.
Right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And this is true. So Josh is talking about kicking people. This
Look,
is
I
one of
think
my
that's where-
favorite.
I think that's
Go
where
ahead.
Tumor gets it from, because Tumor likes kicking people.
Yeah.
No, one of my favorite stories I've ever told. A few years back, we were doing training, and Josh was doing the spinal tap, snapmare, kick them in the back. And these guys are, oh my God, rolling around, screaming and all like that. And he goes, oh yeah, well watch this. and he gets Tab in there. He snapmares her over, and he kicks her 3 times as hard. I mean, just kicks the teetotal crap out of her. And she stands up, turns around, looks at all of them like, give me your man card, bitches, and walks off like nothing happened. One of my favorite stories ever. And this is true, you know, we do, because mainly we tell him to go away. I'm gonna shut that door.
I could see Fred and Tab and David having a bunch of Home Alone shenanigans with Fred at random times
Right?
of the.
I could see that happening too. Yep. You can't beat the Home Alone. Come on. Now.
No, not at all, David. I said I swear I could see like you and Tab having crazy Home Alone shenanigans with Fred.
Who says we don't?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think you could. I think you do.
Cedric, what the hell is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna let
I think he's talking about. I think he's talking about Harry Potter.
Okay,
I don't know.
we're not dorks like y'all.
Wait, are we talking about? Oh, we are talking about Harry Potter. Okay. Man, I don't know. I watched the movies, but I don't know the houses.
They ain't even gotta ask Josh.
We were talking about snakes, so I'm thinking that you're thinking that I'm Slytherin, but I don't know.
Well, that's we got Josh on here. You know, he definitely is a Slytherin.
Hey, wait, before this comment goes away, this is a really good question. I've got 3. Roddy Piper for his mic skills, Bret Hart for his technicality, and Stone Cold just for his his business acumen and all the people that he's had the opportunity to work with and be around in his younger days. Because I can imagine that he soaked up a lot of knowledge from those guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Personally, 2 of them that pop into my mind: Jake the Snake and Undertaker, of course. You know, 'cause that's like my all-time favorite wrestler.
No, David actually has hair. Turtle wax would. You can for me if you'd like.
I got a little bit for now.
That's what I'm saying. He still has hair. I'm the bald one. Except for I don't shoot people.
Her. Oh, I gotta put this up here.
Yeah. I could see that being a movie. Tyler Perry.
Remind me to send you the video of Fred talking about the chicken at Walmart. It is
Bruce,
greatn't.
Bruce, don't let him get you in trouble. He's already in the doghouse.
I love that, Draco. Those are some good calls.
Spencer Stone Cold, Moxley, and Jeff Hardy. And you got Eddie Guerrero and Big Show from Jamie. And then Slade or Sean just put up Raven. That is another one. I watched a lot of shoot interviews with him. The dude is a freaking genius.
And I was telling somebody the other day about this, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong. So a lot of guys, they only know, and WWE is really good at that. You only know what they did in the WWE or what they did in X company. But these guys were well seasoned wrestlers when they came to the WWE. They had wrestled all over the world. Guys like Terry Funk, guys like Mick Foley. Those guys were amazing wrestlers, technical wrestlers. that could wrestle, just phenomenal wrestling.
Well, and that's recently. There's a video going around of Hulk Hogan doing some technical crap in Japan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Japanese, Japan Hogan was completely different than we all got to see in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Because over there, wrestling is considered is still a sport. So
No,
guys
Sam.
like I was saying, guys like Foley and guys like Funk. Um, it's sad that people when they saw them on WWE and doing hardcore stuff, they thought that that's all they were, and then they had to. But luckily, seeing who they were, then you could go back and you could say, okay, well, I want to know what this guy did before. And then you
Yeah.
find out just the illustrious career that these guys had.
Oh hell, Foley went Cactus Jack in ECW when he was doing the anti-hardcore gimmick.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
even
mean,
even before
Yeah, I
that,
saw it.
when he was first started as Cactus Jack Manson, uh, I also keep an eye out for like shoot videos from wrestlers that come out from time to time,
yeah,
and I've got one of Foley talking about like when he first started wrestling, and then like selling out Madison Square Garden before he got to the WWE, and all the stuff that he had done. I'm just like, wow, Yeah, Gerald, I have seen pics of Terry Funk recently. That's unfortunate, but I mean
yeah,
he's aging.
yeah. He's getting older, man. Jamie put over Finley. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, those are other guys. And Will can attest to this. He's gone to a Regal seminar, and it was great. I wish I could have tagged along, but I don't remember what I was doing.
I don't know. That was I can't remember. I think him and Tyler went to that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, like a spot rubbing or something.
I
Too sweaty.
refuse to let these comments bring me down. But you are absolutely right, Sam. At least he's alive. Gerald, a little while ago, you made a comment about Mantar.
Chris.
Yes. A lot of guys.
Oh,
There was an era of gimmicks that were strictly jobber gimmicks, and even those guys could wrestle.
well,
Those guys were.
that's what's crazy. The Mantar guy. He actually a couple weeks ago sent me a friend request, like his actual personal
Yeah, same
Facebook.
here. I got one too. He actually liked a couple of videos that I had been
Yeah.
posted that I was tagged in, and
Well, what was really sad though is I posted the thing about he added me a little bit ago and I found out he passed away, and somebody that I wasn't even friends with got on there and decided to just try to run him down and stuff, talking about
yeah,
how horrible of
that's
a
what.
person he was. I hate that crap.
Yeah,
But yeah. Sam said this is where you were at when they went to the Regal seminar.
yeah, washing my tights probably. I've actually heard that before. Slade, I've heard that that he had a really 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 good seminar.
If New Jack had gone to WWE, they were actually talking about bringing him in, but then they realized how psycho he was. Sam popped up about New Jack.
Yeah.
going to
They would have
WWE.
had to do a safety supervisor.
Look at Josh being self-deprecating here.
We know that's a lie.
What a butthole. What a butthole. He is the foundation of a lot of the young guys here in Arkansas. Because
Agreed.
he was my foundation, and then me and him were helped out a lot of the other young guys. Yeah, he is definitely Josh. You need to get credit where it's due. You did good. So shut up,
Yeah.
you butthole.
Is it number 22, Gerald?
Episode 21.
Is it number 21?
Yeah, Chris pop this up. Yeah, originally it was supposed to be New Jack, but then they changed it to the guy that was running with Carlito, I think. That when he had to take off for surgery, and they said that he got stabbed in a nightclub or something, and Carlito ended up getting the belt and whatnot.
Mm.
Hey, and I'm gonna put this over too, real quick. Josh being on here, I was getting the top 5 votes and whatnot of active wrestlers, and even though he is not technically active anymore, Josh got some votes on that.
Heck yeah!
So I'll put you over on that. You got some votes on that, but most people don't see you as active now because of your bum knee.
I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up one more time, Josh, just for you.
She has low. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk crap. About a month ago, he had his last match. He retired, and then he comes to the Catalina Wine Mixer and lets me chokeslam him a couple times against his wife's wishes.
I was fully expecting him to be in gear and come in and just start whipping people's ass.
Oh Lord!
And Heisman's talking about he's horrible.
Well, I mean,
all right. Look, all right. I'm gonna put this out there. This isn't the spot for that, Jamie. You're not a horrible wrestler. You're not a horrible wrestler.
Quit comment fishing.
Yeah, for real. I hate that fishing for compliment bullcrap.
Yeah, you
butthole. You're not horrible. There's everybody needs work, dude. I need work. We all need work.
Read, Bruce.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Last year's kid thought he was Kevin Owens. Hey, that's true. The fat flippy guy. Gerald saying that Jamie is Heisman's underrated, Slam is underrated. They both suck.
No. He said Slam was unrated.
Oh, unrated. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Double J has definitely had a few too many drinks in him tonight.
Yeah, I think so. No, you're right, Cedric. Look, you're right. He's not that bad. That's what I was trying to put over was that he's not that bad. You know, we all have things that we need to work on, and we all are in the process of working on those.
We all grow every day.
If we were all 100% fully formed, we would all be wrestling in the WWE. Hey, I like that. I like that.
Hey, Josh, bring your ass. Butthole.
I'm surprised David hasn't called Austin Lane out
already. He's getting to it.
If nobody did, anybody see my post on my Draven page where it was just a bunch of lines of different things? Hold on, before we go any further, right here.
We did that at the same time.
Right here. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Anyway, I posted a thing. It was like, a bunch of different things that were. If you look at the capitalized first letter of every word, it spells out Austin Lane fears me. Austin Lane, eventually you are going to have to step in the ring with me so I can put this size 14 right between your eyes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
He's probably gonna see this in comment.
Okay, I got it. I got a little lightheaded. It's hot out here. Eventually, one of these days, he's going to show up. I'm going to kick him in the face. It's going to happen.
I could see a scenario where David not step into the ASWF MACW building. He sees Austin outside and he just get out and punch him and get back in his car and drive away. I can see it. I see it happening. And everybody be like, oh, we didn't catch it on camera. Do it again.
You keep throwing my comments away. Stop it.
That's because you're putting them up when I'm going to put them up.
Oh, Lord. Eventually, it's going to happen.
Cage match.
There's a couple of guys that have been around since I first started. That was at my first show or whatever. That I've never got to. Yeah. That I've never got to share the ring with across the ring from each other. And it was you, Bruce, and that has happened multiple times now. And Austin Lane was one of the other ones. I'm going to kick him in the face.
I wrestled him as a clown once.
As a clown? Oh,
yeah, in a cage at OCW.
Oh yeah. Oh, that big death trap cage.
Oh God, gosh, that thing was a blender.
Dude, I'd so get into all that. I'd myrtleize myself. I haven't been in a cage match in a long time.
I'm actually petitioning. I'm actually petitioning to have a cage built. I think it would be cool to have a.
What the hell?
Oh.
What?
He said he would wrestle your. He said he would wrestle your nipples off, but you ain't got no nipples.
Ain't got no nipples. Oh my Lord. Oh man, I'm burning up out here. I've got to get my electricity hooked up correctly so I can put an AC out here or something. Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm calling Fred out for Gold Rush. Winter gets off his nipples.
Oh. What's up, Matthew? Oh, Lord. Wow.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All of a sudden, we're on nipples. Fred, show me your nipples, Fred. Show me your nipples.
Nah, it's too hot.
Take your shirt off.
It's too hot. Stop.
Look at that ass crack.
Stop.
That was. All right, hold on just a second, man.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
We gonna talk about Joe Biden.
No.
So we gonna talk about Joe Biden. I'm just playing.
We're not.
Just playing.
I keep all my political affiliations away from wrestling. It's a weird mixture, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh.
I'd like to call him Byron, like that dude where he's all like, Joe Byron, give me a kiss.
Oh, wasn't there a movie about that when it was
take
talking
me
about
out to dinner?
Yeah.
All of a sudden now everything's about nipples.
Wow.
Hey, at least it's not the southern portion of the male phallus.
Well, we got extra here. We got extra.
You're getting called out.
And nipples. All right, we got an extra person here. But K Toomer.
What's up? What's happening?
Hold on, I'm moving so we don't look racist. Put y'all both on the same
leave it
side.
like that. It's fine. What's up?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you clear.
What's up, bro?
All right, cool. Yeah, man, my bad about the nipples thing. I didn't know that was gonna spread like herpes. But
I might have to come to your house and hit you with that guitar. You talking about that?
You don't know where I live, Fred.
You live in Shownutville, a village.
but you don't know where I live, Fred. So guess what? I can say whatever I want because you're never gonna see me if I don't want you to see me. But
hey, I'm gonna make a trip to Memphis one day. We're gonna meet up.
Ooh.
I hear you, Fred. Step in the ring. You know the rule when fans jump in the ring.
So let me ask you this. So you saying if I jump in the ring, you actually gonna hit me?
Yes.
Oh,
The show does have everything.
Oh, I thought you was just gonna like yell at me and just tell me get out of the ring. You gonna hit me?
Yeah, I gotta kick you in the face, man.
Two-head Bruce jumped like Toomey was gonna kick him.
Hey, look, I heard that story and then I put two and two together, and that, yeah, that scares me a little bit.
Man.
Even Josh gonna hit me. Bruce, would you hit me if I jump in the ring?
You know how it is, Fred. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer, bro. You know how it is.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer before any of us.
It was well earned, though. It was well earned.
KT, you said that you had something to ask us or whatever.
Yeah, and it's okay to ponder on this and then message me privately about it. So the wine mixer this year, it wasn't what we wanted, but we still did pretty good. We did pretty decent as well as far as basically a lot of people in this area are talking about it, regardless of how a lot of things played out. We had a lot of different factors fighting against us. But my question to y'all and some other people, I might value their opinion on this too. If we was to bring in another name for the next one, who should we bring in?
It depends on who's affordable.
Are you talking about anybody in the state of Arkansas or Texas?
A name, dumbass.
Any name? Okay.
Name, Fred.
A big name like that used to wrestle WWE.
Oh, I got one. Hey, I wanted it to happen this year, but I didn't have the money. I want Swoggle.
He wants to wrestle Swoggle.
Yeah.
Why do you want to fight that man, Fred?
Because I want to see how funny it would be.
Size.
He stole Fred's height.
Leo Rush can be like. So this is the thing about Leo Rush, man. I was trying to bring him in. I can show you the screenshots of the messages and everything from him. He just started responding. Like conversation was good, and then I asked him when I asked him his rate and what I needed to do to accommodate him to come down, he just started responding.
Yeah, I've heard he's had issues with stuff like that before, with other places. The stop.
This is a good question. This is a good question that Slade commented.
Well, this is the thing about out here. Y'all know this, but everybody else, for whatever reason, as many times we tell them this, they don't understand it until they see it. Out in this area is different from a wrestling town. It's wrestling fans here, but it's not wrestling culture. So that question is hard to ask. I can't bring down somebody I can't bring a Jonathan Gresham here. He'll have a great match. But if I say, hey, Gresham is going to host a seminar, nobody here is going to rock with it because they don't follow like that.
Yeah. So you're talking about more of a mainstream.
Yeah,
thing,
more
like
of a mainstream for the audience.
Like a draw.
Yeah. So
okay. Dang. I'm gonna take you up on that offer to hit you up on the sidebar, but
Heath Slater.
Well, like Bruce, I know you would agree with it. Like Bob Evans would be phenomenal for the wrestlers, but for the wrestling community in the area, they wouldn't really know exactly who that was. I get completely where you're coming from, KT, on that.
Yep. And even the way you perform in the ring, man, out here, it has to be different. You can't just do your match and then think you got to feed the crowd. A lot of people aren't familiar with that. A lot of people think they are, but they're not familiar with that. Perfect example. All right, y'all was there when me and Mike worked against each other at Vino's. It took Mike a second to really turn it in, to really start feeding to the crowd. But soon as he was able to make those adjustments, we had the crowd in the palm of our hand. I didn't realize we went 40 minutes, but we had the crowd in the palm of our hand that whole time. But then, nothing against their match, but Gary and Phil, with Gary and Phil Leonard Noir, however you say bro's name, you can tell the wheels were spinning because I don't think Phil might have been familiar with working that type of crowd. That once Gary feeds them and he has them in the palm of his hand, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we love this guy, but F this guy, he's fighting." And you can tell it was kind of in the back.
Yeah, because originally it was supposed to be flipped.
Yep.
Phil was supposed to come in as the good guy, and it like the crowd immediately dug everything Gary was doing, And I never thought Gary would be able to get over his baby. I never thought it would.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Josh.
They thought he was Kevin Owens at the mixer last year. So like it's wrestling fans out here, and you do have some hardcore fans, but the general public is gonna be. I don't want to compare what we're doing to like a WWE show, but think of it like a WWE show. That are casual fans that are coming to sit, watch, and be entertained. It's a lot of times
to do something, to have something to do, basically.
Yep. It's a lot of times where they're there and they might like what's going on, but they're not used to the fact that they can cheer, that they can boo, that they can talk crap, that they're not fed on it. That's why I don't know if you remember hearing me say in the meeting at the mixer before the show, it was like, hey, if this is all you're doing, I need you to sit in the crowd and kind of lead the crowd for us and make them comfortable with being able to boo and applaud and do whatever. So out here,
there were some that once they saw that happen, then you could see the switch. And I noticed it a lot in mine and Logan's match. There was some of those people that were kind of sitting on their hands because they didn't really know what was appropriate. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of guarded.
They definitely knew to boo me.
And then once they started picking up on hints, then it was like, okay, I know who the good guy is, I know who the bad guy is. Cheer accordingly.
Yep.
Hey, Josh, I love your answer. That would be cool to get.
Josh said the Hardys.
That would be cool to get there.
Hey, the Hardys might be outside of my price range on that one. I would love.
Remember that thing that you said about what your price range was?
Man. But imagine the Hardys against somebody like Will and Cody.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That'll be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
You bring somebody like Matt in, talk him into doing a broken character, get him to come down and have a match against Excalibur. That'll be great.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
Like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna try to look into, if I decide to run another one, I'm gonna try to, which we will. I'm gonna look into trying to get a name and shit. Just don't know who I'm gonna get.
Oh.
That would be dope too.
I think it would be.
Crazy Steve. Oh, you and Crazy Steve.
Yeah, Crazy Steve would be awesome, but he is another guy that a lot of your casual fans are not really going to know.
They're not going to know. As great as he is. He's legit blind, he told me.
Yeah. Played at this, talking about it being outdoors. It was not on purpose that we were outdoors.
No, there were other factors that kind of hindered that.
Hey, but I got a nice tan. And
we all did.
And a borderline heat stroke.
Yep. But no, running outdoors is not the intended plan moving forward. And me and the guys who are on the building, we pretty much run that. EC3 will be in Arkansas. I'm not big on EC3, man. Nothing against him. I love him as a character. I hate him as a person. That's one of those don't meet your hero type situations. Same with Boogeyman. Love him as a character, hate him as a person.
Lance Archer. I've been wanting to meet him.
I've seen that match.
Oh yeah.
You have?
Wait, did that happen?
No, I worked Kruger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad, Lance.
I would love to get in there with Archer.
Oh yeah, y'all guys could really tear it up.
I remember seeing when he was they were doing the whole thing where he had the ring set out in the yard, had all them guys come in, he just beat the shit out of them all.
Hey, look, guys, I think Jamie's been drinking too because he brought some blokes.
Probably gonna have his true.
Yeah.
Now some people will work like if we brought who is somebody.
John Cena.
That ain't gonna never happen.
Hell no.
I probably would have to go to the bathroom like 8 times. I'm just putting that out. I'm just saying. Not like that.
I'd like to see this.
Oh, yep. Brian Cage. Ooh.
But see, this the thing. But see, this is the thing about it too, man. It's also chopping it over some of these guys and making sure they got a respect for the fact that you're paying them to come down. Like a lot of these guys, they'll take a booking and say, "Oh, it's just XYZ." They won't even help you promote. They ain't gonna send you no pictures or none of that stuff. And then when they get here, they're expecting you to treat them like they Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
like Gangrel wasn't like that in my opinion. Gangrel was cool as hell. Other than being pissed off, madder than hell about the whole flight situation.
Yeah, it was Fred's fault. It was Fred's fault.
No,
Fred's fault.
That was the same kind of situation with me minus Fred. His bag didn't get there until like almost 30 minutes before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he scared the crap out of me when I rode back with him. That was a ride I'll never forget.
You sit in the back seat with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked to Fred just like we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know those fangs are real, right? Like Fred, he almost bit me.
Yeah. Like Fred asked, could he ride with us? I asked Gangrel. He said, yeah. He said, but Fred, if you say one word, you're gonna jinx me. So don't say nothing. As soon as we got in the car, Fred started asking all types of questions. And he said, dang it, Fred, you jinxing me, man. Hey, but Fred kept the man laughing the whole time, man.
It was cool.
Oh
Lord. So all right, so this is the thing. Like Kruger is great. Kruger is one of my favorites. Yeah. Honestly, I learned a lot from working with him, talking with him. One of my favorites, but he won't draw here.
Yeah, he's not a well-known name.
They talking. Somebody, Double J was like KT versus Scott Steiner.
That would have been great too, but I can't do what I normally want to do with Steiner right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Blue Cane.
Yeah, Blue Cane.
I wish I could get the snow in here right now. It's so damn hot.
All right, so let me try to put this into perspective when it comes down to how I look at stuff. When it comes down to, I don't want to call myself a booker because I don't run shows on a regular basis. But I'm just somebody who wants to do shows. So I'll put it like this: one of my favorite rappers is Killer Calion. I love the way he rap. Y'all don't know who the hell I'm talking about.
Send me some links.
Yeah, but no, I'm using it as a reference for like the names that we're throwing out because these are guys that we follow because we're part of the culture.
Yeah.
But me saying, "Hey, Killer Calion is one of my favorite rappers," y'all don't know who the hell he is because y'all aren't part of that part of the culture. So it's the same thing when looking at the fan base or the audience that you're drawing. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm familiar with them doesn't mean everybody else is. D-Mike and KC Navarro would be dope.
Yeah. I was literally just looking at that one. And it's Dre Sean now.
He would ask you, "Who the hell is D Mike?"
I'm looking that shit up right now, KT.
Oh Lord. But yeah, and then here's an agreement. Fred versus Swoggle.
Make it happen.
The Oompa Loompas are supposed to work together, not fight each other.
God damn.
we got if it does happen, we gotta include we gotta get a pie. And it gotta be a pie. I want a pie in my face if it happens.
Hey, hold on. How is it you're wrestling Sunday? But he calls me dad. Don't that make you grandpa?
Bruce, somebody say you versus Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I saw that. That's wild, man. Like that would be like bucket list type material. Like, all right, guys, I can retire. I wrestled Chris Jericho.
Like I was this close to having Ninja Mac.
Oh wow.
Really?
But but he was like, man, he said he could do it, gave me a good price, and then a week later, hey man, I'm going to Japan that week.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing, man. Like those guys are on the rise and doing big things.
And that goes along with what you were saying though, is that somebody that we would all be like, oh, that's awesome. And then most of the people in the crowd wouldn't really know exactly who he was.
True.
Know?
But see but the type of match that him and the D Mike could work or Dre Sean could work, that would make up for the lack of the fact that people don't know the name.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he wouldn't be as pricey as a big name as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Nah, the price he gave me for coming from Dallas was really good.
Oh,
That's
he's
good.
in Dallas?
Yeah, well, he was in Dallas at that time when I talked to him. But now he's doing bigger and better things. Too Tough Tony is a great one too.
Oh Lord have mercy. I am going to pull up this weekend. We have Scars and Stripes at OCW.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this pulled up.
I'd like to find out who's in charge of the naming.
We do not own the rights to any music used on this. Facebook, do not ban me.
Down below the cars in the city go rushing by.
I'm gonna turn it
I
down.
sit here alone and I wonder why.
Such a goofy bastard.
Friday night and everyone's home. I can feel the heat, but
So yeah, this weekend, Scars and Stripes. Quite a few good matches popping up. That hurts. Who picked this song?
I have no idea.
What is
Look, to me, it just doesn't fit. The committee on picking songs is wild.
what the crap? There's where Slade's back got destroyed. There we go. Jamie, are you happy now? All right, so let's pop up some of these comments that popped in. Billy Gunn.
Ooh, Billy Gunn.
I've heard he's a pretty cool dude. We need a Fred versus Walker versus El Torito triple threat. He talking about Too Tough Tony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Hines inspired.
Like,
At least he agreed with it.
Like how they're talking about Too Tough Tony. That's how I look at John Davis. But see, not everybody knows who John Davis is.
John Davis.
And he's a Ring of Honor veteran.
I know the name. I can't place, who he is visually. So, but yeah. Oh. Jimmy Buffet versus KT.
Man, we won't even fight. We'll just put a table in the ring and just eat all the food.
Yeah, Josh said he's fired just for the song.
Yep.
Hey, right here, Shane Taylor versus KT.
Ooh.
The cool thing about that is a buddy of mine is pretty close friends with Shane, so I don't
So
know if you've talked to him or not, but
I might need to hit him up. So this is the thing. I had it booked, but a certain promoter told me, "Oh man, you know, we don't know who Shane Taylor is, and he wouldn't draw."
That's wild.
But I had it
That's-
booked, and
That's
Shane
wild.
was only charged. Should I put that out there? Shane was only charging $500 to come down for everything.
I got a buddy of mine that's worked him several times and knows him like personally and all. But you say you already got connected with him too. But I might can help you. Maybe you can kind of wiggle that price down a little bit, maybe. So
Hey, I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. The promos that me and him can have, man, we can talk all types of noise.
yeah.
We can talk all types.
Jay
unrestricted.
Lethal is cool.
Hey, I will say this though. My buddy said that my chops were worse than Shane's.
It's because your freaking hand is huge.
No, it's not. It's not that big. It's not that big.
It's freaking big.
I need to wash it.
Man, you got a pig in the yard, man. They say any man with a pig in the yard, stay the hell away from him.
I got a pig, a goose, and a duck. Oh, Josh just throwing out all sorts of stuff here.
Jacob
the werewolf versus the Samoan werewolf. I would love to freaking
Get
stand
murdered?
across the ring from him. Hey, let the best wolf win.
Hey, I can already say though, I've already had kind of my dream match, thanks to some good people put together the Catalina wine mixer. I will put that out there. That was actually a very, very big deal for me. I do appreciate that very much. But now it's on the bigger and better things. Austin Lane, I'm gonna whoop your ass, boy. Anyway, back to reality.
Hey, KT's got connections to him, so he probably could get that.
Josh is booking mentally.
Hey, that's right, KT.
What the hell? Raven and Vampiro versus Bruce. Yeah, because none of us move.
Let's say, didn't Vampiro have a heart attack recently or something like that?
I think so.
Cheeseburger. Oh yeah, I know cheeseburger.
You eat
Hey,
cheeseburger.
That would be a hell of a match, though.
They really would.
Really?
Imagine if I can get classically valid Will Blackwell versus Dalton Castle.
Ooh.
That would. We fantasy booking people. Come on.
Look, David, you already know this. Fred, you know this too. KT is a mover and a shaker. So
yeah,
I see the wheels spinning.
Right?
Yeah.
If anybody can get shit done like that, it's gonna be KT. You know.
Hey,
and that's what I've told any of our younger guys and everything like that. When it comes to like promotional and putting yourself out there and stuff like that, I've told all of them, follow KT, watch what he does, and I'm just put you over like some bitch right now and all, because nobody promotes themselves better than you. And that's just hands down. Nobody does.
Appreciate it.
Cedric, shut up.
Cedric wants to fight KT.
He said Bruce, you dumbass.
Oh, Bruce. I thought you said KT.
It's after hours. I'm gonna cuss. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody wants to fight me for some reason. I don't know why.
Austin said when you got the seminar.
All right, so Bruce, me and some of the guys after the wine mix, we had like a little conversation, right?
Yeah.
And one of them asked me, something was like something along the line of us working a match. So this is how I broke it down to him. I was like, man, and I know it sounds like a dick statement, but I was like, what would it benefit me coming down there working you and beating you?
Yeah.
So I was like, so then I broke down different scenarios. I come say, all right, Bruce, me and you have worked matches before. Me and David worked cleaning matches before. I come down there and start a little feud with one of y'all, right? We have a match, but for some reason, somebody else who's pissed off comes in and interferes in that match and beats us down. Now we have a reason for me to be there and a reason for me to keep coming back. But we also have a reason to put either you or David or whoever I was in that match with in a situation to where when I leave, it continues you on your own thing, a trajectory of taking down the group of who just jumped us, who not only put you in the situation, but it also creates a storyline to put another heel faction over or another face faction over. That's how I look at taking bookings coming in. What am I going to do to not only put somebody else over or put somebody in position to rise up further on the card than they are, but what are we going to do to set up something long term? That way I will have a reason to come back.
It's a business mind.
Yeah, just showing up for one match in front of a crowd who may not be familiar with me, beating somebody in 5 to 7 minutes and raising my hand and then walking off, that's not going to do nothing for nobody.
No.
So,
see, and the thing I will say is there's some people that I wish that some more people had that business mindset instead of just flash in the pan, one off. If there's money to be made, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? if there's a story that can be progressed, let's do it. If there's an angle that can be looked at, let's do it. Not just the simple one-offs, because don't get me wrong, you know, at times those can be good, but if you're trying to elevate certain people or certain scenarios in your roster, it's important to think about a business, because wrestling is a business. You know, it's something that we love to do, and it's fun as hell to do. But at the same time, are we making money? Are we putting butts in the seats?
Exactly.
Are we entertaining the most amount of people we can? Are we reaching those that maybe didn't know that we had a product to put forth?
Exactly. Like, what are we gonna do to make that teenage kid that was dropped off at the building because his parents didn't want to watch him for the night, and they're really not interested in wrestling? They're just there because all their friends are going. What are we gonna do to capture their attention to make them go back the following week and tell all their friends, "Hey man, y'all need to come to this wrestling show with me. There's girls there, but forget them girls. We need to watch what these people are doing." And then what are we gonna do to get them in tune? That's how I always try to look at any and everything. The wins and losses for any of this shit don't matter.
No, not at all.
It don't matter. In some situations, you do kind of got to be protective of what you got going on, but the wins and losses don't matter. I can easily come in, work a match or two, set up something with somebody, and then we end up teaming together for somebody to take down a heel faction, an up and coming faction that other people may not be aware of, or just put somebody in their position to give them a chance or something. And then you instantly made anywhere from 3 to 4 new people that are placeholders on their card.
Yep.
But a lot of other people are like, "Oh man, why won't you come down and work?"
You elevate that crowd, you elevate that person from a mid card status to a higher, pecking order on the card.
But a lot of people look at it as, why can't I work this guy, or what do we need to do to get a book? It's not just about the booking, it's other situations that go into effect. Like some shows I can come in for a $40 booking and make $400 or $500 out t-shirt sales. Other shows I can't do that, and I know that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the storyline or aspect or the building aspect for me has to be interesting, opposed to just coming in and making the little $20-$30. Like, what are we doing? Is it worth my time? Is it worth me coming in? Like, it's one show. I'm not gonna say I won't never work this show again, but this one show here I just refuse to go to, because every time I go there, it's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, then in the third long term, and then we set it up for one show, and then the next show, everything has been erased and rewritten. I literally just wasted my time when I could have been somewhere else.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And that right there is why you're not on my underrated list anymore, Toomer.
Appreciate
Honestly.
Right here.
For
Most
real.
people are just about what they can get instead of helping anybody out. We just said it's something every young wrestler needs to hear in some shape or form. Exactly, and that's one thing that I've always known since day one. I knew your mindset was set on this kind of stuff, and I've told you 100 times. I'll tell you again, man. I am so extremely proud of you of how far you've come doing this in such a short time. And you should be proud of yourself, man. Seriously.
Oh shucks.
You know me, man. I'm gonna put if I feel like you're doing good things, man. I'm gonna put you over in a heartbeat.
Fred,
Like unlike Fred. Look at this fat ass.
say words. Are you sleeping, Fred?
No, I was not sleeping. I was just listening to the long comment. The long.
Hey, man, dude, you've been around wrestling how long? Get in on the conversation, bro.
Hey, I agree with all that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all you gonna get.
That's
from
the
me.
simple Fred answer right there.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna get.
I love it. I love
No,
it.
nah.
Hey Fred, what you think about that? Yep.
Yep.
Fred, who is your number one favorite wrestler? Well, it's this guy or this guy or this guy or maybe this guy or he cannot pick one thing ever. So.
Hey, I do have. You about to put me on the spot here. I do have my number one favorite wrestler. It's hands down. That's all I'm saying.
Who is that, Fred?
I'm about to get in trouble with a lot of people.
Why? Because you got a favorite?
Oh,
I know it's not me.
It's your opinion.
It's
you looking at a
Austin
book?
Lane.
I knew it.
Yeah, Davis. I was.
He has an 11x17 poster on his wall of him and Austin Lane. And Austin Lane, that's another reason why I'm coming for you. I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna put this size 14 right up your ass. Anyway, back to reality.
Hey,
Austin Lane took his Fred.
I do love all y'all. I love them so much. In the
David lost his
outside of
Fred.
wrestling.
Oh, I've never been Fred's favorite wrestler, even
Wait.
though I'm the reason he gets to go to these
Wait,
shows.
Austin, that's creepy, Austin. Somebody's on my wall.
What are you talking about? Austin is not on your wall. He
The wrong Austin.
he's hiding behind your dresser, waiting for you to go to sleep so he can touch you inappropriately.
He wants to cuddle.
He's gonna cuddle you. He's gonna cuddle you so hard your love handle's gonna hurt.
Oh.
Real deep cuddling. Real deep cuddling.
Oh my god!
I got a headache from that.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Hey, he said the winner gets Fred's poster.
I don't want the damn thing. I'm the one that paid for the. I'm the one that paid for the freaking frame that it went in. So that was part of his Christmas present.
Well, that was very nice of you, David.
Hey,
Oh.
David has nothing to worry about. I do have a picture of him on my wall.
Yeah, he didn't pay for it.
Oh, why would you see?
It's just not as big as Austin's, huh?
No, it's like an 8x10, and he got like a freaking 30x40 of Austin. I'm surprised he ain't got it mounted right above his bed.
Oh man, don't tell me Fred be in the room with the piano playing the Peaches song from Super Mario. Every time he think about Austin,
Okay, that just y'all just made it creepy.
Oh my god!
How about the micro? Hey, seriously, if you want to learn, hands down, people be mad at me for saying this. Speaking of micro wrestlers, if you tune in to MLW, if you watch what they doing with Micro Man, that is great. Micro Man is literally 2.5 feet tall.
Oh yes! Oh
Really?
my gosh! Yes, I know who that is. There was a meme. There was a meme a couple of years ago where he was on the ring apron and somebody like punted him outside the ring.
Oh
and
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. But he'll get in there and take them bumps, man. But the way everybody works with him and sells for him, man, is crazy.
Oh yeah. Super entertaining.
Okay, KT. Sarah asked the question: who is your Mount Rushmore?
Man, that was like an hour ago.
I know, right? He was doing it.
I can't.
We were talking about you and Austin Lane having a love
I'm
affair.
off that.
I do remember seeing it. So Mount Rushmore for me is impossible for me to name
Same.
because
There's
I
just
guess
so many. Yeah,
so
sorry.
many different. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I was sorry. I was just finishing your sentence. I'm the same way. But no, you go. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so many different influences, man. Like I get a lot of people was brought in as far as being fans of wrestling through like the Hogans and the Ultimate Wars and all this stuff. Not me. One, I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I'm proud to say that. When I was a kid, I was real big on Ultraman. A lot of people might not remember Ultraman, the Japanese show. But you had Ultraman, but you also had when Power Rangers and all of this stuff was blowing up, like 92, 93, 94, everybody wanted to be like a Power Ranger clone. So there was also a show called the Superhero Samurai Squad.
Yes, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Now, me being a kid back then, I used to get them confused, and then we would turn on WCW and watch Juice and Thunder Liger. And I thought Liger was one of the characters from the shows.
Yeah.
So we would tune in to watch that, and then that was when you was introducing Liger, Psychosis, Rey Mysterio, all of that. That's what got me into wrestling. But then you also have the other side of wrestling. I never liked the whole stay in your lane, the goody two-shoe stuff that a lot of people was talking, meaning the Hogans and certain other people. I took more towards the ECWs. I took more towards the Balls Mahoney's, Taz, Rhino just power driving women for no reason. But you also had killers like it with Yoshihiro Tajiri, Mike Awesome, that group, that feud that he had before he
come out with Tanaka.
Yeah, they was killing each other. And then of course you had New Jack and Mustafa. Who else? You had everybody, but like
the original Dudleys.
Yeah, the original Dudley. You had all of them, but then I was also real big on PWG once PWG started rolling. PWG, Chikara, Ring of Honor when it started. Like I remember watching the very first Ring of Honor match. It was Jerry Lynn. No, this TNA. TNA was Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, and Low Key in their very first match. I remember watching it. But also, going back to Ring of Honor, though, it was AJ, Low Key. It wasn't Joe. It might have been Joe. Nope, Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
The very first match that I remember watching the Ring of Honor. And I was like, this is the wrestling I want to study and I want to follow. Like, yeah, we got the commercialized stuff. We got the Goldberg power run before we really know Goldberg really wasn't working. Following Booker T and all of that stuff. Red was Amazing Red, bro, is somebody I feel is highly underrated for what he was doing at that time.
Yeah. I mean, hell, there's a finisher that is called the Code Red because of him.
Yep. But I remember first time seeing Amazing Red, it was him and Jack Evans.
Oh,
like years ago. But like those are the guys that I came up with. And then of course you start getting into a mode where you're like just watching and studying everything. So I literally tried to be a spectator part to where I was watching literally everything. Promos. Half of the promos that I'm doing right now is just an imitation of Monty Brown.
Yeah.
I'm just not being all super animated with it. Chuck Taylor, bro, that awful waffle. Love that move. Scared to throw it on somebody, but I love that move. But then you got the character work of it. I was listening to a podcast today where Kevin Nash was like trying to trash on LA Knight, saying he's a ripoff of The Rock, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, I am. But that's the stuff that made them successful. Like,
yeah,
why not study those who were successful at doing what you were doing at a high level, and why not take that and I don't want to say emulate it and copy it word piece by piece.
Make it figure it out and make it your own.
Yeah, figure out a way to make it your own. Like people see me, when they first see me, they think I'm trying to be a Joe clone until they see that I've kind of found some kind of way to like flip it into my own little thing.
Yeah.
but it ain't like you're Disco Inferno out there doing a Stone Cold Stunner because your competitor is Stone Cold Steve Austin or or Juventud Guerrero doing the Rock's catchphrases. Like,
Oh.
but I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's just my
Well,
weird-
hell, I'm
irritating.
basically a carbon copy of if the Undertaker and the Boogeyman had a retarded butt baby. So yeah, I get it. You know.
I'll agree to that.
Okay, Bruce. Who is yours, Bruce?
I like look. I can't. There's so many. Like I was saying, I wasn't trying to cut Tumor off when I said that, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't just.
Aaron?
There's so many. I'd have all the mountain ranges in the world filled up because there's so many guys that deserve a spot there.
And for me, it's a lot of guys that never got a chance to be in their spot. Like Haku is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. We know the reputation of Haku, but mainstream wise, Haku was never in that top picture. But
Death Grip.
Yep, but although he's a dick, I feel the same way about somebody like a Hardcore Holly.
Oh yeah, you respect what he does in the ring, but you don't like the person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else? Who is some? Chris Masters. I don't care what nobody say. That 2008, 2009 time period, right before he exited WWE for real, like he was putting on some hellified matches. You got somebody like a Sean O'Hare.
Man,
he died. But
that dude could have been something, man.
Man, it was people like that I was watching it and that I took to. Like, yeah, we all took to the Austins and the Rocks and the Triple H's. I heard somebody break it down. Tommy Dreamer broke this down to me. He was like, when you're doing a card, a televised card where you have a roster like that, you have your top 12, then you have your top 6 upper mid card guys, your lower 6 upper mid card guys, and then the rest of the card you fill out. So for me, I kind of look at everything based in that tier bracket. Like you have those guys like the Shelton Benjamins who for me is like an upper mid card guy, but can easily step into that main event role if needed, but also slide back down. Perfect example, The Miz. I don't care what nobody says. The Miz is one of the best wrestlers on the planet for me because you never hear about him taking injuries. He can get in there and do whatever it is he needs to do, promo wise and match wise. And the stuff that he's been doing recently, you can tell he's like, all right, I'm finna open my bag up and just really go in.
Yeah.
It's guys
I've always said that. Yeah, I've always said that about him.
Like it's guys like that when guys finally break past that proverbial glass ceiling. It's always dope to me. All right, perfect example. Cameron just said something about Dolph Ziggler. What I love about guys like him, Baron Corbin, Hardcore Hollies, the Fit Finleys,
the
Claudios, those are guys that get in there and they understand their role on the card. And they understand, hey, I'm here to make other people. Or I'm here to introduce such and such on this program, or I'm here for XYZ. Like, for certain companies, how can I put this? Because I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, because in some aspects I don't. But it's right in front of our face. With the WWE, you have to learn how to work their style. You have to go to their performance center. You have to be trained XYZ. You have to, regardless if you've been working 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, you still got to go through their development system to work their style. Perfect example, somebody like Ricochet. You notice Ricochet don't do that 630 anymore, right? Because you have to find a way to flip what you're doing to work safely, because those guys are working 5 nights a week. Your body is going to wear out. You're not going to be able to hit that move every time.
Yeah.
So the E is going to flip it, but they have guys that are there like the Dolph Zigglers, the Baron Corbins, the Chad Gables. I think Chad should have been Kurt's. He should have been Kurt Angle's son.
Right.
But you got guys like that are in those positions to where while watching it, we might not really understand it, but as time goes on, we start appreciating it a whole lot more and wanting more from those guys. But those guys, they understand their role. Like, go back and watch what Dolph Ziggler did with with Steiner kid, Brian Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and watch what they was doing back and forth.
Yeah.
Could have main evented any card. But it's just my little take
But
on it.
Ziggler knows exactly what he's there for. And like Josh, like I'll put him over on it. That was his completely true. You know, there are a few of us, you know, that we know. Like me personally, you know, I know I'm not typically your main event guy type thing, and most shows stuff like that. I'm gonna do whatever's asked. Bruce, you're the same way. We know what we're here to do, and it's whatever's asked of us, you know. And that's how, you know, in the big league or whatever as well. It's gonna be the same way, you know. They know what their role is, and they know what their job is, you know.
Those bigger companies, they're gonna ask you one time, and if you don't deliver, you done.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's 100 guys behind you that are
exactly
willing to do what's asked.
And then not only that, like a lot of guys might think, oh man, I'm booked on the show XYZ. Yeah, you might have got booked last minute, but there was long-term plans for this show that was already in place way before you were even thought of. So you're just there to be a body, or you're there to fill a role for something that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You might get booked on the show just to come help set up chairs. Yeah, they might give you a match, but
you gotta have a hands.
Yeah. Like I've seen, like Cruel is one of my favorite guys, man. Talking about Kruger.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a match where him and his opponent, they're doing the in-ring entrances. As soon as the bell rings, he choke slams the referee to hell.
Yeah.
That was the only spot that ref was booked on, was to take that one choke slam.
Yep.
He didn't do nothing the rest of the show. He didn't do nothing before or nothing after. He was just that one ref that, hey kid, we need you to die tonight. Okay, let's do it. And he did it. So
that is a mile high choke slam, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Friends over here ignoring the conversation. He's like, I'm gonna pay attention to the comments.
Oh no, I agree with you said.
Who do you think should be the next big guy in WWE, AEW? Honestly, going to be getting pushed on. Man, I got a weird take on that a lot of people may not really understand. But in my mind, anybody can fit that role. It just depends on the writing and the booking.
Right place, right time.
The IC title, and you know, historically, the IC title's been the transitional title.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second place to get you to the first place. And nothing against that, in my opinion. I mean, I could be 100% wrong talking out my ass, but a lot of guys, if you look back in WWE history, a lot of guys that held the IC title, they were next in line.
Yeah.
Yep. What I love what they're doing with the IC title though, and this an argument me and Carnahan had.
Of course.
So we was talking about Roman going on this 2.5 year run right now. A lot of people think he needs to go ahead and drop it. I think the opposite, because the titles have been, they play hopscotch with the titles so much, the titles don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
but now
you're building intrigue.
Yeah, now in my mind, the title means
who's going to take him off of him.
Yep, in my mind, the title finally means something now. Same thing with the IC title. The title finally means something. One, because you don't have a flash in the pan. We know what Walter is. Walter gonna get in there, chop the hell at you, beat you down. That's what I love about Walter or Gunther. But
Gunther, it's one of those words, kind of like rural. When I say it, I feel like my mouth does this weird thing that I'm like, oh God.
But it's like them having those lengthy title runs. When somebody finally beats them, it's gonna mean so much more. As much as I love that Kofi finally won the title. Once Kofi won the title, what happened?
Yeah,
he dropped it.
Well, it's like all them people that threw a fit, you know, when Cody Rhodes didn't win it. They're like, oh man, it was stupid. And then no, look at the bigger picture. Look at what the bigger
It's
picture.
exactly. It's building intrigue. You know, you got to take a, like you said, KT. You got to take a belt that means nothing, and you got to put a story behind it. You got to put some feelings behind it. So if 90% of your fans are pissed off that one guy has all those belts, how do you build up emotional support for taking it off of him?
True.
By having that son of a bitch hold it for freaking almost 3 years. And not calling him a son of a bitch, but I'm just saying, just in general.
Well, and also too, like Cody Rhodes winning and whatever, it was almost the predictable outcome with the way they built it and all. So like when he didn't, there was people were legitimately pissed off about it. And now you're wanting to see who's going to finally whoop his ass.
It was like when Lesnar beat Undertaker. Nobody in a million years ever would have called that.
Hold on.
And then it happened.
Hold on. I got one similar to that. And when it actually happened, the crowd was like, what? And then started cheering when Jinder Mahal beat Randy Orton for the title.
Yes.
Nobody thought that was going to happen.
Oh, no. And it's good every once in a while to have one of those out of nowhere.
For sure. But then it goes back to like you said, Kofi winning the title. Everybody's like, yes, he finally did it, and then you drop the ball and you have him drop it shortly after. Like, give the man a run.
Yeah, he wasn't built as a strong champion. He everything he did was like it was a fluke type thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
True.
We could all be writers.
I wish. I would love to sit down and what, you don't want me to wrestle? Write your show? $4 million a year? Okay.
So
I would be at every town every week.
Yes. What's something going on with y'all guys' mics? Your mic?
No, I was scratching my ear.
Oh, okay.
I'm like it's hot in here, so
yeah. So you got to give your
there's a whole lot of sweat built up on these damn things.
So you got to give your ears a chance to.
Yeah.
I'll be a fact. I would too, man. Like,
I tell guys this a lot. Like, let's say you bust your ass and you get that tryout and at the WWE. And you may not be big enough, or you may not be chiseled enough, or you may not be XYZ enough. And the WWE says, you know what? I see something in you. I want you to be a ref. What do? You put on the stripes. You put on the damn stripes because even referees. I know that there's a lot of referees in wrestling now that are also wrestlers.
Yeah.
So like. Why wouldn't you put the stripes on? Because it's take the job. Exactly, Josh, take the job. Gosh dang, that's what we all that's the silver, that's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so to speak. And you get offered a job, then you scoff and you're like, no, that's beneath me. The hell it is.
Yeah. Like, I think that's all I could do because I can't move good enough for anything else.
Like when I went up to do AEW, you'll be surprised at how many bigger or upper level indie wrestlers that are behind the scenes doing setup, loading up cameras, holding cameras, setting up, doing ring crew. Like, it's 600 jobs in the world of wrestling. Yeah. Everybody is not going to make it to the ring in certain aspects. I probably shouldn't be saying this. The Man Scout, Jake Manning. Y'all know who he is? Yeah. He's the one that's responsible for Freight Train.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, when I was up there, I was talking with him half the night, and he's there loading and unloading equipment and making good money for it.
Oh, yeah.
And then still goes and does his indie bookings. So if the
speaking of him, I know it's kind of silly, but I watched him in a man versus tent match. Oh my gosh.
And it was great.
It was great. It was up there with the Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan, in my opinion.
When he gave the 10th the low blow.
Yes.
What?
You're watching this match, and at one point you forget that you're watching a wrestling match against a man versus a tent.
Yeah.
And I was actually cheering for the tent at one point.
Yeah.
Because have you ever been that guy that went camping and tried to put a damn tent up, and you're like, damn Paul's, what do you do? Why are you stuck together?
I just did that not just here recently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it was a callback to every camping trip that I ever went on as a kid, because like watching my dad wrestle the damn tent to get it together. It I don't know, man. It's the silliness of wrestling. I think I just loved it. It was amazing.
But that's what's needed, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's stuff like this that's needed, because I feel a lot of people take wrestling too serious, and they forget it's a variety show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember this. I remember that.
True.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I remember when everybody out here was trying to run around slapping each other with twisted tees.
Oh, good Lord.
No, one of my favorite things was I don't remember who all was in the match. I know Josh and Shane were involved, and Josh just yelled. Shane's on the top rope, and Josh just yells, "Turtle!" and Shane goes into a ball and falls. I mean, just randomly, or Josh will be on the second rope, and you scream "Dolphin," and he's jumping off second rope.
Yep.
Looking like he's having a mid-air seizure.
Yeah, that's a great point. Sometimes us as wrestlers, we forget we
forget to have fun.
Yeah, we take ourselves way too seriously at times.
One of my favorite live promos I ever did is when I was still tagging with Dale, and MVC come out to talk crap to us, whatever. And I start cutting a promo. I'm like, and Dale hits me in the back of the head. I start talking normal. He hits me again. I start talking. Dude, that was like actually one of my first actual in-ring promos. And dude, it was so much fun. But goddamn, back of my head hurt so bad after that.
Every time I get to do a promo in Memphis, like I'm trying to break Dustin.
Yeah.
So I'm saying all types of crazy jokes and stuff, one-liners from movies. When I did the thing with Barnabas and he was trying to run from me, I did the whole Bonesaw promo for Spider-Man.
That's my favorite thing. I tell Bruce all the time, my goal is to make you break. I'll be talking all sorts of weird shit to him in the ring while we're tagging. Josh brought up this, the LFW dance spot. Okay, so this was a 5-way match. It was D-Mike, Josh, myself, Asa Morta, and Chris Cashman. So Josh and D-Mike are kicking back and forth. They get tired and whatnot. They do the kid and play dance back and forth. Well, me and Tab Asa come running up. We clobber them. And we're like, we'll show you how to do it better. We do ballroom dancing. And when we part ways, Cashman comes up, clobbers both of us, and starts doing the robot in the middle of the fucking ring. I was like, I don't know why, but I just got a kick out of that so bad. It was hilarious.
I was there for that one.
Oh, yeah?
And then
that was one of the last shows.
Yeah, I think that was the show we started the Paul Stevens chant.
Oh, my God.
If you know about Paul Stevens, you know.
Oh Lord!
I like listening to Jim Cornette, but like his whole thing with like wrestling purity, like the whole invisible grenade spots or the Omega against a broom or Omega against a little girl. Like wrestling is supposed to be fun. That's why we do it.
It's a variety show.
Exactly, it is a variety show. So man, if it gets over, just let it.
I mean, hell, the wine mixer, I was the evil cult leader the entire night.
Yep.
and you were a werewolf and you bit your son and he decided to run wild. So
No,
oh,
yeah, I think a lot of stuff that dang it, I can't Cornette. A lot of stuff that he spits out, I feel it's all the work.
I can see that. I can see that because I mean, you know, when he says something controversial, like the whole wrestling world seems to go against him, but they're still talking about him.
You're talking about. You got to think about it. This is the man who told New Jack to go out in front of a crowd of old white people in Tennessee and tell him to thank O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
So, yeah, the whole OJ, you doing good work. Two of them down, two less to worry about.
I agree, Josh. I 100% agree with that.
100%.
True.
I mean, hell, we've done some comedy spots as well. We did
Well,
one,
yeah.
the Eric Young spot. Me and Josh are getting ready. We're at Hoxie. We're getting ready to tie up everything, and he spins and ties up with the referee. And I'm just like, what are you doing? I spun him around. He smacked me, and we went into the stuff. But, yeah, I love doing stuff like dumb stuff like that, you know?
I'm one of those guys that seems to think all of life is a work to a certain extent. Every sport, in my opinion, is a work. So I don't know why I never put two and two together with that, KT. But I'm glad that you said that, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, holy shit, yeah, that is that makes sense. That tracks.
Yep. Him and Booker T. I know Booker T is working. Fred James is a work.
Does he look like
he's barely awake?
Yeah, I'm barely awake.
Yeah, hell, we've been on here for over 2 hours now.
And I'm burning up, yeah.
But that's okay, though. I don't sleep at night anymore anyway. I was reading Double J's.
Yeah, so was I. That was a long one.
I ain't got my glasses on, damn it. I had them on last night for the cryptid deal. My daughter popped on there and said, those glasses make you look old. I'm like, oh.
No, they made him look distinguished.
It made it where I could see. Oh, Lord.
Man, I want to start doing like a random improv wrestling show that's unplanned.
Have you
ever? Hey, Josh.
I'm sure you have watched it, but have you ever watched that kaiju wrestling?
Yeah,
I love that. I love it so much. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. That and Hood Slam.
Hell yeah, Serial Man.
Those guys know how to have fun.
Yep.
Or the wrestling circus, where that the announcer, like, I think it was last year. Yeah, that's it, Chris. I think last year he like boxed like 2 kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a whole.
Is that the same show that has Gadolf Hitler?
No, that's GC. That's Hood Slam.
Oh.
it's a whole wrestling company that's dedicated to like anime and cosplay, anime and video game cosplay, but it's a wrestling show.
Yeah.
So you have Super Mario fighting Link.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah. But then Master Chief from Halo would just come out of nowhere, fight everybody,
and glom them all.
But then Superman will come out of nowhere and fight everybody. And then you'll have a guy dressed as Peacemaker hit the ring, and then another guy dressed as John Cena hit the ring, and then they do the damn opening theme song.
They do the Spider-Man point, like.
Yeah. So it's all the work, man. Everything works.
Yeah.
And what don't work could potentially work if you tweak it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, we have been on here for over 2 hours, and it is late. I am getting sleepy. So we are going to have to cut this loose. KT, we've been doing this here recently. KT, final thoughts.
Keep your hand out your pants.
I can't promise anything.
I got my hand in my
Bruce.
pants right now.
Bruce, final thoughts.
Final thought. Man, support indie wrestling. I'm sure there's a show near your hometown. Go to it. You never know, especially around here. A lot of guys are doing big things. They may be the next big star. So enjoy wrestling. Love you guys.
Brent.
Yes, what Bruce said, and it was awesome, guys. Love y'all.
Josh had a final thought too. Don't eat yellow snow.
Or brown snow for that matter.
Well, make sure next week. I'm not sure if Gary will get started on his this Sunday, Wrestling Sundays with Aaron. He's going to be.
I told you,
he's supposed to be
Gary,
starting.
don't you steal my gimmick. I'm the one that is a procrastinator.
But Sunday, Wrestling Sundays with Aaron. I think he said 5:00 is what time he's looking at it. Tuesday, possibly the gravy with Gary. And Wednesday, we will be on here, the top 5 roundtable. I will release who you voted, the people that voted, who you voted, the top 5 active wrestlers in Arkansas. And then again, next Thursday, SDU will be on the air as always because we ain't got nothing else better to do. Y'all have a good night. Eventually.